Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skip, aka Skip and Tosh here of the Sacktown Breakdown. We got another one, y'all. Another L. Kings versus Magic. 114 to 112. Before we get started, like always, shout out to Computer Booter, our great sponsor. Anytime you're looking for a repair on your Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, any of those consoles, hit up Computer Booter. My man Dave out there does incredible work. Give you a good quote. Also, they're a gaming lounge too, so if you want to play any PC games, want to play any virtual reality, and tons of retro consoles, he'll hold you down. Officially starting this year, we tried last year, but officially starting this year, I will be doing the one console a month stream for Computer Booter every Friday. As of right now, that might change. Work schedules change. But Friday during the day, I'll stream at least an hour or two playing a retro console. We're going to start off with Sega Saturn. Played a little bit before on stream, but you guys will be able to see me play some more. So come check me out. Watch me play Jet Grind Radio, OG Shenmue. The first NBA 2K ever. You know I like to play 2K, so come check that out. Other than that, we got other great sponsor, Taboo Ohana. Make sure you check them out. Every time I want to wear the shirt, like I got the shirt and I want to wear it, but I got like 4 or 5 shirts I got to iron and I ain't ironed none of them yet. So Taboo Ohana, I'll be wearing the shirt soon. It's a fantastic shirt. The family is growing, but if you're looking for a gaming chair or office chair, please consider them. Go ahead and do Skip TC as the discount code and you'll get $40 off of your purchase. Yeah. Get you a nice one like this one, man. This chair is crazy. Awesome pillow in the back. All this plush, nice suede-like material. Get yourself a nice back cushion, all that good stuff. Prepares me to give you guys this news. So let's go ahead and get right into the news. No, we won't take too much more of your time. Kings lost 114 to 112 to the Orlando Magic at home. Yeah, we can go to the game. And I already broke this down for y'all before live right after the game, but I had a technical issue where my audio cut out. So this one won't be as long. Pretty much just gonna break it down for y'all and get out of here. So let's go ahead and go to the proper view. All right, here we are. Go ahead and take a look one more time. Vujicic, however you want to pronounce it, 26 points. Nemanja Bjelica had 34. Vujicic had 15, so he had a double-double. Fox had 8 rebounds for us. 10 assists for Fox, 6 for Evan Fournier. 4 steals for Terrence Ross, 3 steals for Buddy Hield. And we actually won the field goal percentage. We took less shots and made more shots. We won 3-point percentage. We had 38 to their 31, so we were hitting our threes a little bit better. Still missed too many. I would say we missed about 4 too many, some open ones, but it happens even to the pros. So, got to factor that in. Also, for free throws, you'll see a big disparity. We played at home and we only got to the line 11 times. Luckily, we made 10, but we only got to the line 11. They got to the line 30 times. 30 times playing against us at home. 30 times. You don't ever want to leave it to the refs, and we do a lot of losing games on our own. But, Luke Walton was asked after the game, is there anything that you guys do to try to discuss to the league the disparity in free throw attempts that we get, especially when we shoot a lot of threes, but we do go into the paint. We do go to the try to get to the line. We attack the rim, and we just don't get the calls, all too often. Luke says that, you can't say too much out into the media because you don't want to get fined, but he says that they send in clips and stuff like that. And I had caused it on the stream. I said, we're going to get another 2-minute report where it's going to come out that we should have gotten some calls, and we got another 2-minute report that showed that actually they shouldn't have gotten some calls. And I think maybe there was one call that we were supposed to get that we didn't. Anyway, moving on, we had 25 assists. We started the game off with 5 assists and 7 turnovers. So it was pretty bad, but eventually we moved it to the point where we got we started picking up our assists, specifically in the second half. So They out-rebounded us by only one. Offensive rebounds were a lot greater on their side. We matched in steals. They had one more block, and they had only 8 turnovers, which is incredible for them. Like, very good job. I said our sweet spot is between 10 and 14. Usually, if we can stay within that range, we have a chance to win. And even though we started the game with a lot of turnovers, eventually it turned around. We started taking care of the ball and only had 12 to end it, which was really good on our behalf. Stats, of course, Vujacic in his 36 minutes, I said he had 26. 9 of 23 from field goal range, not too bad. Hit 2 threes out of 6 attempts. Had 15 rebounds, 3 blocks. Evan Fournier had a very solid game, 6 of 16, but he ended with 25 points. Only made 1 3. But he hit all of his free throws. He was the one that was just getting to the line at will. Look, 12 of 12. I mean, like that, like Evan Fournier by himself got to the line more than our whole entire team. Had 6 assists as well, like I mentioned. Aaron Gordon had a solid game, 50% from the field, which netted him 19 points. Hit one of his 3-pointers, went 50% from the line, and had a 9 rebounds and 2 assists. So he almost had a double-double, had a nice block. Markelle Fultz, good to see Markelle Fultz just playing well, starting for the Magic, after everything he's gone through. And being a number 1 pick and getting a lot of scrutiny. I'm glad it looks like he's enjoying himself playing basketball, and he got to start. It's hard to ask for that much more after going through such a crazy injury with his shoulder, but yeah, 16 points, 7 of 11 from the field, hit his 1 3-pointer that he shot, which was like a big deal. He had 4 rebounds, had 2 assists. Cam Birch, 24 minutes, only had 4 points. Awandu had 8 points, but he hit a 3. He hit a few 3, and he's not even a 3-point shooter. But he got confidence, and he hit 2 threes that really hurt us. DJ Augustine, in his 24 minutes, surprisingly only had 6 points. Terrence Ross only had 6, and then Mo Bamba came in with 11 minutes and had 4. Had 5 rebounds, though. Terrence Ross had 6 rebounds, and DJ Augustine even pulled down 4. The Kings, like I said, Belly almost didn't miss a shot. He was 13 of 16, so he was on fire. He missed 2 of his threes, but he shot 8. He shot 10, and he made 8 of them. He was the person that kept us in the game. Obviously, our best player that night. 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Fox had 31. You want to see that from your point guard. I like that he was also aggressive. He shot 18 shots. I want him and Buddy shooting the most shots. So to see him attempt 18 shots, hit all of his free throws too, which is, you got to clap for that, because Fox is inconsistent with the free throws. So he made them all. Glory, hallelujah. Had 10 assists, so he had himself a double-double with assists. Almost had a triple-double because he had 8 rebounds too. Turned the ball over 4 times. Not upset with that. He's our primary ball handler. Had 1 steal and 1 block. Buddy Hield had 16 points, 50% from the field, 7 of 14, which is awesome. Would have liked him to hit 1 more 3, and if he did, we would have won. But that's fine. He had 2 of 6, which is good. And then now here's the disparity. Buddy Hield didn't get to the line at all. And that's what really hurts our team. Buddy Hield and DeAaron Fox have to get to the line. DeAaron Fox gets to the line, more than Buddy Hield, but Buddy Hield's a better free throw shooter. He's the best shooter that we have on our team. Your best shooter needs to be one of the main people shooting a lot of free throws on your team. So Buddy Hield has to find a way. Last year he started attacking the bucket and he was successful. He's been going at the rim more this year too. Not as much, I feel like, as last year. Still being successful when he does go for the most part, but he needs to learn how to draw the foul. He needs to learn how to have more very obvious aggressive takes. I like the fact that he doesn't go for the foul. I like the fact that he does really try to go and score it, but you got to play the NBA game a little bit. So we have to find a way for him to also be getting fouled when he goes, so we can get some extra buckets. But he had 5 rebounds. He had 5 assists, which I love to see. He had 3 turnovers. He had 3 steals, though, too. So that was good. Harrison Barnes, Belly was hot, so you give those shots to Belly. When Belly isn't taking those shots, I'd like to see those shots go to Harrison Barnes and obviously Bogdan Bogdanovic if you were playing. But we got to get Harrison involved, because if anybody knows how to get to the line, it's Harrison Barnes. But you got to give him more attempts, and we need a little bit of a presence in the paint. Harrison Barnes is our second best paint player. We'll talk about that more later. But 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. Harry Giles, 12 minutes. He started for us. I love to see that. had 4 points. He came in with some explosion, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. So, I mean, in 12 minutes to have 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he only had 2 fouls, even though that's still what got him pulled out. But he ended up only playing 12 minutes. Marvin Bagley played almost twice as many minutes, but did have 18 points, 8 of 17, which is fantastic. Didn't make either of his 3-point shots, but they were the right 3-point shots to make. He was wide open. Made 2 of his 3 fouls. Bagley will be someone that gets to the line for us more too, but even he didn't get to the line that much. 6 rebounds, so 18 and 6 in 23 minutes. Second game off of an injury. That's really good. I like to see that. And he had 2 blocks, which is awesome. Trevor Ariza played too many minutes, had 2 points. He played 28 minutes. He was 1 of 6 from the field, missed all of his 3-pointers. Had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 fouls. Dedmon played 4 minutes, had 2 points. He got to the line and hit both of his free throws, had 3 rebounds. Corey Joseph played 22 minutes. We needed the defense. I don't want to say that we didn't, but we could have used a little bit more scoring too. So I would have liked to have seen Yogi Ferrell at least take maybe 5 of those minutes and come in and get us, in 5 minutes, Yogi Ferrell can get you 4 points. He can get you a little, heck, if it could have been 7 minutes, you know what I mean? He can, 7 minutes, Yogi Ferrell can get you 5, get you 6, So, but yeah, Corey Joe came in, had 4 rebounds and 1 assist, and played a bunch of defense, which did really help us. Justin James, I'm glad he even checked in. He had 1 rebound and 1 block. He just came in for a little, for some spurts. That was pretty much it. So we were rallying back, and then Ultimately, it came down to the line, to the wire. Fox forced the issue, got in there, got an and 1 bucket, and hit the free throw. And that put us up 1. Aaron Gordon, we go down the other end of the floor. They draw up a play. The play gets broken up. We play good defense, and the ball gets deflected, but ultimately ends up in the hands of Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's right there on the paint. Corey Joseph is in front of him, not in the restricted area. Corey Joseph didn't even leave his feet, already established, puts a hand up. Aaron Gordon goes up for the bucket. They say he gets fouled, so it's an and 1, and he shoots it. That puts him up 2. Now, the bucket put him up 1. That put him up 2. So, even if that didn't get called, they still would have been up by 1. Be that as it may. But being up by 1 and then only needing a 2 puts us in a whole different situation. We could still go to shoot the 3. That's fine. Or we could go for a 2 like we ended up doing. Anyway, ultimately, we inbound the ball. We can't get it to a 3-point shooter. So we try to go for something at the paint with Harrison Barnes. 2 defenders swarm him. You could say it was a foul or it was not. If it was any, I hate to say this, and it shouldn't be like this, but if it was any winning team, if it was LeBron James, definitely he would have got the foul call. But we didn't get the foul call, even though there was bodily contact, and was what it was. That was it. Game over, and we take the L. We should have never let them get it as hot on us as we did. We let them go up, I want to say at least by 16. It was looking close to 20, but, we just didn't handle business, and we let it come down to the referees. And thank you, Bagley, for putting up what you put up, and Buddy, too. We could have... playing Trevor Ariza was just... We shouldn't have played Trevor Ariza that much. We just shouldn't have. I'm like, who else do we have? I mean, even Winnie and Gabriel for, 7 of those minutes. Leave Justin James in a little bit longer. Yogi Ferrell, honestly, would have been it, because that would have gave us an extra little scoring punch. But we played Ariza too much, and we even played Corey Joseph too much. And I don't know, man. Everybody's getting to that point where it's starting to get apathetic. You just get numb. I don't really. I love my team, and I'm gonna continue to love my team, but I just we're 10 games under 500 now, and I know by the standings we're only 3.5 games behind, but we can't get any momentum to win enough games, and now we're going on the road. So we've been terrible at protecting home. That was like we stole some road wins, and then we did good at home last year, and that's what allowed us to get 2 games away from 500. But we don't have that momentum this year. Keys to take away, obviously, Fox having a good game. Like I said, Buddy Hield putting up 14 shots, Fox putting up 18. That's where you want your backcourt numbers to kind of look like. They just both need to. I mean, Fox shot three free throws and Hield only. I mean, no, yeah, Fox shot 5 and Buddy Hield didn't get to the line at all. That's crazy. And other things to consider. We didn't have Rashawn Holmes, our best big right now, best player on the Kings right now. We didn't have him. Even with Fox, he's been better longer than Fox, so I can't even put Fox up there yet. Fox should be, but Holmes has stayed healthier and has continued to perform. So Rashawn Holmes is our best player. We didn't have him. He's out. He's going to be out for like another 3 to 6 weeks. And it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, Bogey's still out. Bogey didn't play for us. So we just got Fox back, and we just got Bagley back. And then Bagley went out again, and then we just got him back again. And right as he comes back, freaking Rashawn Holmes, our best center, goes out. So we can't get, even now, Bogey should be back soon, but we'll still be missing Holmes. He's our best player. We can't get anything going. We just keep aside from coaching, we could bring in coaching, we can bring in all that. We talked about that stuff too. We're blue in the face, and we're gonna talk about it more on Friday. But we're just really unlucky, And the injuries just take toll. And other teams have injuries too, and I understand, and they go through those. But it's the amount that we've had and the times that we had them. We've had our whole season, our whole team healthy 2 times this year, and both of those times was only for the start of that game, because within the very first game, people got injured. Bagley got injured within the first game. And Buddy got hurt too, and Fox got hurt. I think all 3 of them got injured. Luckily, they were both able, 2 of them were able to bounce back, and Bags was out for I don't know how many games. So first night, and then when we get them all back, we had them all healthy again, and then that same night, Bagley got hurt again. He got a foot injury after having a thumb injury, and it's just I wish we didn't get hurt so much. So if we were still losing, we could say, okay, it's the coaching. But we honestly have just been hurt so much. It's hard to get in we don't know what our team is. We don't know. There's inconsistencies on both sides. Grittiness and, and coming back and trying to stay in games, and then the other games just staying in games, period, and then clutching out the wins, and then other games staying, coming back in the end and then clutching out the win, or coming back in the end and not clutching out the win. It's just so much inconsistency on both sides. We don't know how good we are. We don't know how bad we are. We don't know. So, yeah, man, it's just hard to still be so invested. It's not, a few years ago it was people don't care, and then after people cared, then it was effort, and then after it was effort, it was experience. And not that we haven't gotten a bunch. I mean, it takes years. I think I say at least 3 years to really get the proper experience. Some people learn faster than others, but really should get everybody at least 3 to 4 years, to really learn the league, get your body used to flying and all that stuff. But it's Fox's 3rd year, Buddy's 3rd year or 4th year. Is Buddy 4th year? Bogey's 3rd year. And we ain't even always been healthy. It's Bagley's 2nd year. He ain't even played a full year. He didn't play 82 games yet. I think it was something like the other day, the total of time that Buddy, Bogey, Bagley, and Fox have all played together was a total of 49 minutes. Period. So, yeah, it's rough, but we're going to keep covering the games. But I just don't feel a whole lot no more, I just don't. I just like to see the players go off, and I know that's the shifting narrative, but We already talked about like playoffs ain't realistic this year. It's just not. It's just not realistic. So you just wanna see us play to win. And I'm not saying like, I would like to see some of the younger players just play more, just so their excitement and whatnot can get in. And I think we should still play our vets, but it's we got hit hard early with the injury bug, and the end of the season is too difficult to start to try to catch up. We're almost already at All-Star Weekend. It's not far away, and then the rest of the season it's just too hard to catch up towards the end of the season. Bad teams got to get ahead early. Teams that have something to prove have to get ahead early, and if you want to gain some steam, you got to stay healthy. And we haven't been able to do any of those things. So, that's just the NBA. If you can't stay healthy, you don't have guys that can step up that lead to wins. Guys step up, they want to play, but it leads into wins. Refs, they don't want to give us calls. They just don't. There's nothing really working in our favor, and we have to work in our favor, and we're barely working in our favor. So that's just it. Anyway, all right, y'all. We're gonna keep covering the rest of the game. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. But my team is my team. I don't want, and just for the record, I don't like changing the front office. I don't see what it's gonna do. People don't want to come here. A lot of fire Vlade and this and that. Like, I know, like, you have to, like, I understand feeling that way, but you have to think past that decision. You can't just say fire Vlade. No, like, because a lot of people say fire. I see a lot of people say fire Vlade or fire Luke Walton. I see a lot of people say that, but I don't see anybody telling us who's going to be replacing them. Because you can't just fire, like, you can't just have no GM. You want Vivek making the decisions again? Can't just fire the GM. And his assistant GM, who you would say would be the interim, is Peja Stojakovic. You think Peja is going to do anything different? Ken Catanella is there. They could slide Catanella into the spot. Catanella is more of a cap guy. He's not really like a basketball mind. I don't want to say he don't know nothing about basketball. I'm sure he's picked up quite a bit. But that would be our next best thing. But these guys all know each other. They all talk. GMs, they know each other and they talk. And franchises get reputations. Coaches all know each other. It's a brotherhood. They know each other and talk. You get a reputation. So how many coaches have we fired just in the last 13 years? It's like, I think it's close. It's been like 9 coaches, close to 10 coaches in the last 14 years. That looks terrible. The only reason why a coach would want to come here is because they're like, I might get an extra paycheck because they might not like me and I might get fired and then I get paid extra money, because it's a contract, so they still get paid. We still paying Dave Yeager, and this is Luke Walton's first year. They're not going to fire Luke Walton in his first year. They probably won't fire Luke Walton the second year, unless we are like severely bad next season. But even just for the money alone, they won't fire him. So we probably stuck with Luke at least for the rest of the season and next season. You fire Vlade. Vlade gives a damn about the job. You could say what you want about the decisions that he made. He's made mistakes. He's also made good decisions too. We have DeAaron Fox. We got Buddy Hield. You know what I mean? Like, we got Bogdanovich. Say what you want about Marvin Bagley. Marvin Bagley's not a bad player. He's a good player. He's just been hurt. But he's a good player. He comes in on the second game back and gives you 18 and 6 coming off the bench in 23 minutes. That's a productive player. Marvin Bagley's not trash. He's not Papagiannis. He's a good player. We switch out Justin Jackson to get Harrison Barnes. Say what you want about Harrison Barnes, but Harrison Barnes has been a good defender for us. And when he is utilized, he's been a good offensive player for us too. We don't properly utilize Harrison Barnes. And we're not even playing to his strengths. He came from Golden State where you got to run, pitch the ball out, run, and get those, and you be long and wingspan and everything. We're not playing to his strengths, So, but if you fire those guys, nobody who is good who would do a good job will want to come here. Like, at least Vlade gives a damn. Like, he's not like just be like, oh, whatever. Like, if he makes a mistake, it's an honest mistake. At least it's an honest mistake. Like, he's not trying to make us worse. You know what I mean? And he's done things to make us better. You know what I mean? We had our most wins since having DeMarcus under Vlade's watch with Dave Yeager. Yeah, and Dave Yeager's gone now. So you got to give him both sides of that. But he's gotten us the most wins out of any GM since DeMarcus. You got to give him that. And he went away from that. Got to hold him accountable for that. But he gives a damn. If you fire the guy who gives a damn, and you just, you know, and you wipe out another coach, who is looking at the Sacramento Kings GM job like, man, I want that job. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm sure they would like to come and be a part. You know, like DeAaron Fox is a good sign, and Marvin Bagley, believe it or not, like GM's looking around, he's a good sign to come here. But having Buddy Hield, those are 3 solid reasons why people would want to come here. And Bogdan Bogdanovic, if we can keep him, that makes it look good too. But anyway, yeah, y'all. Just got the notification and looks like Marvin Bagley's starting, so that's good for tonight. Covering this game 10 minutes before the Mavericks game starts. But anyway, I'm about to cut it short. I'm about to upload it. I didn't even mean for it to take this long. I just had to address some of the things that I knew people would say, and I don't even want to change your mind. I just want to think about the other perspective, and I would like it that if people say fire this person, well, I don't want that. I honestly want them to stay and learn from their mistakes. And then always about just wiping it. Like that's a bad concept that we have. Just fire and wipe the slate and bring someone new in. Sometimes that's appropriate, but we've gone to that too quick, and GMs go to that to save face, and sometimes owners go to that to save face. But sometimes you gotta let people just learn through their mistakes. If you have a fundamental, misunderstanding, y'all just don't agree, then that's one thing. They want to do it this way, you the owner, you want to do it that way, or your coach want to do it this way, and you the GM don't understand, y'all part ways from that makes sense. But just firing people because they made mistakes, while there are good things that have happened too, we got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. Anyway, all right, y'all, appreciate y'all. Peace.